All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Ascension Outdoors. I'm Lyle Johnson.
And I'm Goosey Guys.
From South Louisiana, I guess I should explain. Looks like the kind of home for my kind of man. We were fishing in bayou streams and dreaming from dream to dream, flipping on what Mama Nature stored. Yeah, you won't believe the things I saw on old Lake Marapon. Mama Nature, you're gonna drive us all insane. For the rustle of their wings in that cold December wind brings me back to the banks of Marapon.
Ascension Outdoors is brought to you by the following sponsors. Hey man, it's getting that time of the year again, brother. Bassmaster Classic is back on the agenda.
Yeah, Bassmaster Classic. I see everybody putting the four-wheelers up, getting boats out.
Yeah.
It's fishing time now.
That's right. And you're hearing a lot of reports. Had our first kind of big tournament of the year this past weekend at Cabela's fishing for Tucker. You know, it's 23-52 was first place. It came out the Spillway, actually.
Right.
And 15th place is what they paid, and you had to have 16.28 just to get a check. Yeah. It was an incredible weigh-in.
Yeah, it was good like that last year about this time, those tournaments. It was taking 15 pounds, wouldn't even hardly get you in the money.
That's right.
And I've been hearing good reports myself from the Spillway and Lake Catawatchie naturally and other areas. And even here around home.
Oh yeah, it's picking up. We had a little muddy water for a while, but it's fixing to fire up.
Yeah, and them guys from the Bassmaster Classic, they're going to show you how it's really done.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they'll be at the Red River again this year in Shreveport. It was there about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, and they really set, all kind of attendance records as far as the show part of it, and attendance overall for being at the boat launch, at the weigh-ins, and expo and everything. It was and Shreveport is a good place to have that because you got those 4 states right there, and people come.
You know, it's really amazing to me. I mean, it was held out of New Orleans area last year. And it's really surprising to me that the attendance record was broke on the Red River end versus the South Louisiana end, because I've been to a couple of them down there. You have too, and down the south end, and a lot of people go to that too.
Yeah.
It really surprised me that the attendance record was broke up north.
Yeah, they did it, man. I'm telling you, it was incredible to be there. And you know, like you say, last year it was held right below us here in New Orleans, and Kevin Van Dam. Ain't much to say about him other than he's the best. You know, I had a chance to go with him on the practice day and caught a 9-pounder that kind of dialed him in on Catawatchie. And of course, everybody knows how that story unfolded. They hammered him.
Well, you know, you've got to fish with several of those pro guys like that before, and you know, the thing that most people tell me that what's different between them and most regular fishermen like ourselves is their bait presentation is so much smoother.
And it's, you know, I use the word like Van Dam is a fishing machine. Not that he's a machine-like person. He's very personable, nice guy you ever want to be around. They all are, you know, fun to be with. They have a good time, but partner, they don't mess around. Yeah. And I tell you, they do it. You'll see it right now in the film we show, and he was fishing a swim jig on that practice day in one of the spots, and I'm telling you, it was just non-stop throwing, and he actually caught a good many bass, but they weren't the kind you know, that you wanted to keep off. Go for the classic, you know, it was like 12-pound stringer, so he ended up fishing in Catawatchie.
Yeah, I imagine the days during the tournament, they don't stop eating many sandwiches, have a picnic lunch.
Well, he ate, but he ate fast, and he wasn't feeling that great either, and he was kind of sick.
Right,
so,
I remember he was sick.
It was a trying day for him, but I tell you, you never would have knew it.
Yeah.
You never would have knew it. Hey, but
he's a pro.
Yeah, this year, you know, we only got one guy from Louisiana fishing,
right?
And that's Greg Hackney. You know, and he'll be making his stab at his 10th Bassmaster Classic. He's qualified for 9 of them, and I'm sure he won't mind saying this, but he's never really done that well in a Bassmaster Classic, and you couldn't tell about his earnings because he's earned over $2.1 million in his 39 years of being a kid and fishing, so he's been very successful.
Oh, very successful, to say the least. You say 10 times. Most people don't really realize how hard it is just to get to that point. It's kind of like getting the playoffs in the NFL every year. It's very hard to get there. And then to make that next step, sooner or later, Greg's going to have to cash in on one of these tournaments.
It's not like he hasn't cashed in on a big one, because he's fished the FLW championship 5 times, and he won it in 2009, which earned him $500,000. So it's not like he hadn't had success at the highest level, because he's won a bunch of tournaments as well.
Yeah, great guy too.
Oh yeah, he's fun to be around. And hey, look, you know, we're getting ready to take a little ride down to Lake DesAllemands with him on this show right here and get his thoughts on maybe how he might change his approach to the Classic, you know, maybe things he figured out that he's done, he might ought to do a little different now, you know, at this Classic. And you know, Red River, that's kind of his style of fishing, so his expectations are very high for him, and so I'm sure they're the same, you know, Louisiana folks, you know, they're going to pull for him.
Oh, yeah. While you're there with him, you ought to see if you can't get him to bring you on one of them deer hunts and let you kill one of them big bucks that he's always shooting. He's quite a hunter, too.
That's right, he sure is. Look, his boys love it, too.
Yeah,
they
get
the opportunity to do it, too. So y'all hang tight, folks. When we get back, we'll be out on the water with Greg Hackney.
Roland J. Robert Distributor in Burnside has been keeping South Louisiana fueled up since 1924. We provide wholesale fuel and petroleum products to industries and service stations. We also specialize in the development of retail convenience stores. Our people have the expertise and support to help you start a thriving business. If you're looking to build your own Chevron, Shell, or unbranded service station, call Keith, Jim, or Harold. Get fueled up with Roland J. Robert Distributor.
Hi, welcome to Fizz. Right this way.
Shooters, forget the big box stores and come to Bear Guns in Prairieville. Get the service you've been looking for from this family-owned business. Rifles, shotguns, and handguns, sporting, hunting, and self-defense. Bear Guns has the best selection with prices lower than the big stores. We offer complete gunsmith services from repairs and modifications to custom-made firearms. Take advantage of 12-month interest-free financing. At Bear Guns, our customers are number one.
Good one there, bro. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, that's a monster.
Nice fish.
Beautiful fish, man. Hey,
Free
Greg,
spawn.
look, appreciate you coming
Yeah,
out
man.
here and inviting me today, bro. It's
Yeah.
been a long time coming for me and you to fish together.
It's funny, I just never get tired of this.
I don't know. I was going to ask you that question, how that works. As much as you get to fish, Fishing is still fun. Huh?
Well, I took the last month off deer hunting,
Yeah.
so I've been kind of having that fishing bug.
I got you. Yeah, that was a beauty.
Yeah, you know, boy, our fishing has really gotten good. I mean, boy, if we can just make it just a year or two more without, you know, any major
Right,
storms, I mean, our
right.
fishing is getting back to the way it was in the 90s.
Yeah, it is getting a lot better. And, you know, we had a string of them there that was a lot close together, which is kind of unusual. So I believe we do some pretty good stretches without something that's going to be devastating like it has been the last 8 years.
You know, I started dating my wife in around 96, 97, and she was going to vet school at LSU.
Yeah.
And so that was my first experience here fishing.
Right. Boy,
It was just
good, too.
incredible. Anywhere in the marsh, you know, I mean, and it's just getting back like that.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed the weights in the tournament last, you know, weekend or so ago that it's back like it used to be.
Yeah, it's,
There's so many stringers, you know, 16 to 18 pounds.
yeah. 16, 28 can get a check. Well, there you go. Not a whopper. But he's green, man, needs a trout. Of course, this is my second one today. I knew I was gonna have a few minutes, so I made good use of my time and thought about a 2-pounder at the launch before we got started. He racked it too. What's that bait you using, Ray?
That's a pure poison. It's just a bladed jig.
Jig?
Yeah, it's just a vibrating bladed jig. It just seems like during that spawning time, they really react to it. And I like the painted blade the best.
Yeah. Not much shine.
Yeah, not much shine,
Yeah.
you know, but it's they just like that vibration.
Right.
You know, I just find that there are certain times. Now, when they're on shad, you know, or they're more on bait fish, I like the shiny blade.
Right.
But like this time of the year, they're I don't know. I just seem like I do better without the you know, without the shine.
Right.
And this water is extremely,
Clear.
you know, extremely clear too. So. And you can cover a lot of water with it. You know, and I feel like I'm fishing over quite a few with it, but it catches big ones.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of
Right.
that's what we like to catch, big ones.
That's right. Another pretty fish,
Yeah,
man.
pretty fish. Pretty.
Yeah.
Probably another male like that
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah. Understand. Looking good though. Might have to bum one of them baits off of you.
You know, the
They're
things so
expensive.
high
Oh,
out
I
here in
know.
the marsh.
I
You know,
know. I used that same line on the other one before.
they were much cheaper before we left. The price going up.
Hey, right. Blind hog found 889 there. Right. Not bad, not bad.
Pretty fish.
Yeah,
They are pretty. I don't care how big they are.
that's right. Beautiful. That clear water makes it look so pretty too. You see him pretty a long ways down. Hey, right. Pretty marsh bass, I tell you. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Looking for his girlfriend.
Fat? Yeah, that's right. Full and ready to go. Bought him things, it's hard to get him out of there.
I know that's got to be a good place.
Good
I can't get my
spot.
bait in.
I know.
You know, you got to be there. Bait one's scared to go in there.
Swimming.
Oh, you lassoed him.
think. It don't matter though. Hey, right. Well, I said I was gonna try something, so I got that space monkey on there. I like to swim it too. It's got them crazy feet on it.
Yeah, all that raid stuff really helps.
Oh, I love
Good
it.
action.
Yeah, it does. Hey, right.
Hit good.
He's pretty good though. Ain't nothing wrong with that one. That was pretty bass, man.
I'm still looking for one of them Delta Giants.
Yeah.
Pretty though.
Yeah, beautiful.
Black water.
Yeah. He hammered it too.
He got it.
Yeah, no, oh my goodness.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Every cast.
Every cast. Yes. That was a couple pretty good ones in a row. Nothing wrong with it, sure.
And they got a lot of fight.
Yeah, they do. They pull. Whoa, watch it. Look at boy. He took off like a redfish down the bank. Look, I don't know how expensive they are.
Gonna get your money out.
Willing to pay the price, bro.
You want the white one, aren't you? You don't want one that looks like that. You want a different color.
No, I want the same color. Don't matter how high it is.
I'll bet you I can come up. Let me throw it 2 or 3 more times, and then I'll get you one.
I understand.
Now, I was actually thinking I was fixing to have to change because they weren't biting it, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. We got over here out of the wind, you know.
And usually the wind is
Yeah,
where it's
normally
good at.
you know, where it's breaking the surface
Right.
was, you know, makes it better.
Right. Oh, that's that Delta Giant. You're right.
Pretty.
Pretty fish. That kind of get you charged up for the class?
That's.
You get
Oh
logged
yeah,
up a little
yeah. I'm
bit?
ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, that
At
was
first,
good.
that one was running so fast I couldn't tell if it was a redfish or not.
Yeah, that is a beautiful fish.
Eat it
there.
too.
Yeah.
Pretty fish. Pretty fish.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready for the class.
So
I
this
did
is
something totally different. Well, no preparation.
yeah.
I'm preparing here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going fishing, and you know, it's just with the classic being so early in the year, it's hard to.
Right.
You just can't. You know, can't imagine what I caught last year before the classic.
Oh, yeah.
You know, pre-fishing, but I was also pre-fishing. You know, 4 months in advance because it goes off limits.
Right. Right.
And you know, it was one of those deals. I probably just had too many.
Place.
You know, the last day of practice, I go on cattle watching and I have a big day.
Yeah.
You know, but I went in there first thing that first morning and they just wouldn't, you know, they weren't wide open, and I was like, I had so many places,
Yeah.
you know, to go to. That, so I said, you know what? I'll never do that again. I don't pre-fish for any of the other tournaments, so why would I pre-fish for the Classic?
Right.
In the summertime, you can prepare for it more because those fish
Right.
don't move.
Right.
But you know, just so totally, you know. I mean, who's to say we're not going to have a 10-inch rain between now and the Classic?
Right.
You know,
Right.
or 10-degree weather, or you know.
Right.
So,
Well, I remember last time it was there that first morning, everybody was knocking ice off there.
right. And you know, about every, you know, so since they went to the February Classic, about every one we've had. You know,
Yeah.
either in the pre-fish or it's just about snowed every one. You know, I mean, we had the coldest weather last year of the whole year.
Yeah.
The week before. You know. the first place I went in during the practice, the water was like 36. It had never been that cold, you know?
If you've got a flat or one waiting to happen, call Big O's Tires in Prairieville. We offer fast and friendly service for all types of equipment, from big rigs to golf carts. Don't let a tire keep those tractors or cherry pickers out of commission for long. We've got a complete supply of automotive and commercial tires available. Big O's Tires is family owned and operated and has more than 35 years experience in the industry. Call Big O's for on-site service or repair. We'll get you back to work in a hurry.
Whether it's keeping you warm through the winter, helping you get dinner on the table, or making sure your fresh catch is fried just right, Ferrogas makes your house a home. Our dependable nationwide network ensures you have propane when you need it. When choosing a propane supplier, you want the right partner. Ferrogas employees live right here in Louisiana, so they understand the needs that you have as a home propane user. Join the Ferrogas family today.
ARI Blueprint and Copy Center is the source for all your reprographic needs. We specialize in high-speed black and white or color copying, as well as digital and large format printing. Convert your paper documents into digital files with our archiving system and put a spiral binding on that report. Let us embroider your logo on shirts, hats, or almost anything you can think of. Check out our newest service, custom-made banners, signs, or vehicle magnets for your business or that special occasion. At ARI, we look forward to serving you.
All right, man, I'll tell you what, I hope next time we are talking about the Bassmaster Classic, we might be talking about Hackney with a win, bro.
I'd love to see that.
That'd be
good.
Nice, yeah.
That'd be good for him.
Yeah, that'd be real nice.
And for our community, that'd be good.
Oh, yeah. All right, first picture I got right here is Mr. Justin Price with an 11-point buck in velvet, shot, early this year in October, weighed around 175, 180 pounds, and Natchez, early bow season, beautiful deer, man,
Yeah.
Not every deer always looks pretty in velvet,
Yeah.
but this one here, his horns is all
Yeah.
out and everything. It was beautiful.
I guess what point of the velvet you really see them at, when it starts falling off and all, they don't really look that pretty. But
Right.
I get an opportunity to look at a bunch of them like that
Right.
at work all the time. I mean, we see them all the time over there.
Yeah.
You see them grow. And it's amazing. They ain't about 2 months from now, they're going to start growing back out.
Right.
When they start out, and before you know it, big,
They'll be
beautiful
back.
deer again.
That's right.
Speaking of beautiful, here's a beautiful Mississauga lake come out of West Fork area, caught by Mr. Purvis Abear and Mr. Curtis Decato. Caught them fish last year. And I tell you what, can you imagine how many fish has came out of the West Fork area of the spillway in the last 20 years?
That's right.
Even.
That's right. Hey, the spillway is probably going to be a good crawfish year this year. I was talking to Bean. He was got some traps out, and he's caught some young crawfish early this year, and he's excited about the crop they got. Everywhere he put traps, he's catching crawfish.
Well, that's great, because the news I'm hearing, they ain't gonna be many, because they probably doing that so to get the price up.
Yeah, well, it's already up. They ain't got to work on that.
But I'm kind of like you. I think it's gonna be a good year.
I believe it will be.
Hope so.
All right, next picture I got is Mr. Lynn Grenier with an early season limit of ducks in the Bayou Black area. I tell you, this year was a good duck year for the most part. Everybody I talked to did really well, and here's another guy that's took his fair share up this year.
And I know Lynn pretty well, and the last 2 or 3 years hadn't really been good down there.
Right.
They hit pay dirt this year, though. They did real good.
They sure
did real
did.
good. All right, next I got 20 bass caught in downtown Gonzales. I ain't gonna tell y'all exactly where, but it's public fishing and everybody
right.
can go there. I ain't gonna spill the beans on this one for you, but John Wagaspack and Richard Gotro caught these fish on baby brush hog. They caught them this year, January 15th.
Yeah.
Hey, that water around our neighborhood right here, and you ain't got to drive 50 miles in a boat to get to some of it. The stuff close up sometimes is just as good as the stuff way down far away.
Yeah, well, next show we're gonna show you one that was in close vicinity, but it wasn't even in a boat.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be surprised at those fish.
It's incredible.
Yeah, you can do them. All right, next picture I got is my co-host right here with a spike he killed in the Indian Mound earlier this year. You know, I didn't even make a deer hunt this year, you know, which I don't know if I heard anything if I would have, but you know, it was a nice deer, you know.
Yeah, well, this area that I was hunting there, they get ready to clear it and make a subdivision, and I was wanting some deer meat. I hadn't been shooting spikes there, and I could shoot what I wanted over there, as long as it stayed legal. But that deer came out. I had 5 minutes to go. I'll never forget. I looked at my watch. It was 5 minutes 9. It was hot and windy. I said, well, 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pack up my stuff. And when I got finished looking at the watch, I looked up. There he was. I was, well, I'm getting ready to get me some deer meat. I enjoy eating white-tailed deer, and they ain't got to be no great big bunch of horns on the head for me to eat one.
They good.
Yeah, I enjoy them. Here's a nice mess of speckled trout caught in the Montague area by Mr. Purvis Abear and Robert Roussel. That's just part of what they actually caught that day, and that was sulfur mine fishing. I imagine right there at Montague, they was 12, 21, 11. So nice fish, man. It's always good wintertime fishing out there.
Yeah, it is good. All right, last picture I got right here is Mr. Dale Burke with his first boar hog that he killed, 180 pound he shot in December in Liberty, Mississippi with a 35 Welling at 90 yards. I guess he's got a new gun there. I'm not really that familiar with the gun, but anyway, congratulations, Dale.
Oh yeah, as always, he's gonna get his share.
Yeah.
I believe y'all tonight with Mr. Jimmy Velaw with a 4-pound bass caught in Lake Rosemount on a baby brush hog.
Yeah, you're right.
And by the way, that's where that mess of fish was caught, in Gonzales city limits on baby brush hogs. I like them baby brush hogs.
Oh, they the best.
Yeah, they are. They are good.
They're hard to beat. All right, folks, look, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate our fan base. You know, we get out there and see people and they tell us they watched the show and how much they enjoyed. And man, we enjoy bringing it to you.
We do, and you know, at the beginning, Lyle, when we started back, I was kind of worried that after a month or two, I wasn't getting a whole bunch of feedback on people, but now it finally came around again. Everywhere I go, people's telling me how much they enjoy the shows, and it don't matter what kind of place I'm in, where it's at, I'm getting that feedback, and that's great for us, and for y'all and our sponsors for sure.
That's right. We appreciate our sponsors, and we hope y'all patronize them as much as you can, man. A good bunch of people.
See y'all on the next Ascension Outdoors.
From South Louisiana, I guess I should explain. Looks like the kind of home for my kind of man. We were fishing in bayou streams and dreaming from dream to dream.